All right, everybody. Let's get this show on the road. We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. This broadcast is brought to you by Standard Coach. If you need autos, light truck service work, tires, battery alignment, brakes, exhaust repairs, hey, contact Standard Coach. That's Andy Maddox in Jackson, Georgia at 110 Start Road, 770-775-7112. Once again, if you need any kind of auto repair, whether for car, truck, tires, battery, front end alignment, brake, exhaustion, any kind of repairs, contact Stanico. That's Andy Maddox at 110 Start Road in Jackson, Georgia, 30233. Want to thank them for being a sponsor for tonight, and we appreciate them for being a sponsor for this broadcast. All right, all right. All right. Hey, how y'all doing today? Hey, you're watching Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment, RobDaManMedia, and along with Coach Drake. We want to thank all of y'all for tuning in tonight and everybody who's been rocking with us ever since we built on the air. But I just like to say, personally, I want special thanks to say to Rob the Man Media and Coach Drake for partnering up with me on each Sunday night. They could be doing their own show, but they decide to stay with me and continue this broadcast, and I do appreciate that. But hey, we got a good show for y'all. I'm gonna tell you what all we're gonna talk about, and then I'm gonna bring Rod the Man Media up, and we're gonna bring the veteran up, the coach, Coach Dre. That's right. As my co-worker said, y'all got a coach on the show. I said, yeah, we got Coach Dre on the show. He out of Florida. But hey, we're gonna talk about is if Colorado is legit contender for the Big 12 uh championship. And also, once we get through talking about Colorado for about a good 30 minutes or 45 minutes, we're going to pivot. We're going to pivot from there and talk about the Lakers, the firing of Darren Ham. We're going to talk about Odell Beckham. You know, he signed with the Miami Dolphins. Also, we're going to talk about what's your expectation of Aaron Rodgers with the New York Jets this year. And we're going to talk about the NBA playoff. Yeah, the NBA playoff. You know, the Ant Man, he's going up against the defending champion, that's Denver Nuggets. So let me bring the boys up and let's get into it. Let's get into it. We got Raw
Yo,
and
yo, yo.
bringing up Coach Chris.
What's
What's
going
going
on?
on,
Good
fellas?
evening. Good
Not
evening. Good
much.
evening. Good evening.
How y'all doing today, man?
Good,
Good,
good.
man.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I hope, trust, and hope y'all had a good weekend. And boy, this this broadcast today felt like a job I had to go to. I was struggling, boy. I ain't gonna tell no lie, man. I was struggling to get in here today, man. But God is good anyway. Had a long day at church, and man, boy. Then we got that St. Michael, man. We hit that thing, boy. Woo! I wasn't too long, just got home about an hour ago. But hey guys, let's get into the show. Like I said, we're gonna talk about Colorado. Are they a legit contender for the Big 12 this year? With all the stuff that's been going on, all the talk that's going on Twitter and the internet, talking about Coach Prime and talking about Shadur. I don't want to get into that, but hey, in spite of all that, Coach Prime has put this team right now in a good place to challenge the Big 12 conference this year. And I like the things that he's doing. And we're going to start with the quarterback position, and that's Shadur. But when I come to you, you can give your own opening statement also. But I want to talk about Shadur. I think Shadur is the best quarterback in the Big 12. I think he's gotten better over time, and I think he's ready to lead this team to a Big 12 championship coming up this season. And that's my opinion on him. I like the way he's getting rid of the ball during the spring. He got Pat Sherman, somebody he's comfortable with, and also I just think he's ready to take this team to another level. Starting off with you, Coach Dre. What's your thought?
I mean, he's
What's up?
he's got better all 4 years that he's been in school. Um, I think he's the
Get
best
your shoe.
quarterback. I think he's the best quarterback.
Okay.
You can't hear me. You can't hear me.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, I feel he's the best quarterback in the Big 12 and probably bar none the best quarterback in the nation. There's nothing he can't do. It's not a throw he can't make. I think with a better offensive line, he's going to show you that all you need is anywhere from 3 to 4 seconds, and he can get the ball out. Um, he's just a leader. He's a leader in every aspect of the word, uh, and he's the kind of guy you want to go down and ride the hole with. So there's nothing but good things to say about Shador Sanders and the way he leads the Colorado Buffaloes. I think, like I said, I think he's already the #1 pick in next year's draft, hands down.
Hey, coach, if you got a fan on, you can hear all of it coming through, so they can hardly hear you. Um, when it goes to Shador, we do have the best quarterback in the Big 12. There's no question about it. He's locked in, ready to go. We looking for a great season. So let's buckle up, get ready. But we do have the best quarterback in the Big 12.
Right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We got a lot of comments. Want to thank everybody over there on LinkedIn. I want to say hello to Miss Shirley, Miss Pam, Miss Jackson, DC Carson. What's up, man? Donnie C, Nicholas, what's going on? Chase, who is T Rex, Travis, Mac Entertainment, LG, who it is? '07. Appreciate you. Big Steel, what's going on? Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. All right, let's look at the running back room. Did Coach Prime improve the running back room since Dylan Edwards left? Alton McCaffrey left. He brought in Dalen Hayden out of Ohio State. Amos from Mississippi State, 6'2", 230. He still got 2 years of eligibility. He rushed for 1,075 yards and 13 TDs. To me, looked like he got the running back room is going to be better. I know we're going to kind of miss the speed of Dylan Edwards, but we still got Charlie O, still got Michael, and they brought in Brandon Hood, a transfer from Auburn also. What you think about the running back room, Coach Ray?
I mean, give all due respects to all three of those young men that left. I hope they do well. Big shout out to Savion for going to Georgia State today. But we went out and replaced those guys with great quality running backs. Another running back that came out, a back that came out of the Big Ten, a back that also, if you watch his tape, don't go by that Miami, Ohio stuff. He runs the ball hard. And then Micah came in here and showed you what it was about, what hard work and dedication will get you. And Charlie also showed you from this year to last year that every time I get on the field, I'm bringing my lunch pail and I'm coming to work. So I feel good about our running back room. I don't feel it's going to be a drop off. Like you say, the speed that you're missing from Dylan, I think we can pick that up anywhere with Western with these two incoming freshmen, Miller, and Draylon Miller and Cam McKell.
When I look at the running back room, hey, I want to hesitate, right? Slow down expectations when it comes back to the running back room. I do like the piece that we added, but when it comes to what we lost, what we got coming in, some of the issues with the offensive line played a part in what the production was from the running backs. So I don't want to discredit, how much production we really lost and what they could do with this new revamped offensive line. But when you go and look at the running backs we went and got, they are bigger than the running backs that left. How much more productive they're gonna be, we still got to find out. And that's the part where we're gonna really get to see come this season. I do like the additions to the running back room. We got a speed back in Hood. He's a freshman that's coming in. How much he's gonna play is gonna be a question, but we got five in the room, right? And that's all you can ask for right now, right? Five
Right.
running backs that's healthy, that's ready to go for this upcoming season. No questions asked. Nobody should be in yellow jerseys, things like that. But it's hard to determine how much what we really lost and what we really gained. Being that one of the running backs, Ohio State, really truly didn't play last year. and the running backs that we had played behind not so good of an offensive line. So, how much you really can decipher, time is going to tell through this upcoming season.
Like I say, I really think the running back room overall has gotten better, but it's just missing that speed back. But you also can look at the players that haven't got there yet, like somebody like Cam McHale, the way they were going to use Dylan Edwards, you still can use him in that same way. Also, you can use Traylon Miller in that same way. Just a slot back, running back out the backfield, throw it to him. And I think that they got the speed to replace Dylan Edwards. I think that. What you think, Coach?
I said, yeah, what you were going to try to do with him, I think you can get it out of those two guys. Also with LeJontay Western and with Jimmy Horn being healthy. Jimmy Horn is a speedster, so you can still get that explosiveness from him. These guys are a lot bigger, a lot more durable. Like I say, we never gonna discredit what Dylan did for us last year. We give him the utmost respect and glad that he went on to do something better. But we just feel like we're good in the running back room, and with
Yeah, I understand.
the guys
All right, let's concentrate on
that we have on the
offensive.
outside and the guys.
I'll say this to the running backs, right? When you talk about Dylan Edwards' speed, how is Dylan Edwards mostly used for his speed? Get him out in space, give him the ball. We got plenty of guys that we can get the ball to in space and take off. So the speed issue, if that's what you're concerned about, I'm telling you right now, that's nothing to be concerned about. We got plenty of guys that we can get the ball to. They can hit home run plays. It's not just a one-man show or a two-person show. We got multiple people that can just get the ball in space and take off. So that's not really a concern. So losing Dylan Edwards, yes, wish him nothing but the best where you're going, but we're good when it comes to speed.
Okay, all right, that's good to know right there. But like I said, I think our quarterback room gonna get better, and the running back room has gotten better to compete for the Big 12 championship. Let's concentrate on the offensive line before we move to the tight end and the wide receiver. The offensive line has gotten better. Coach Grimes is out there still recruiting. They picking up players for depth wise. They getting the size. I was concerned last year that we didn't have the size and we didn't have the the backup plan for the guys that were starting. But the way the recruitment is coming in, he bringing in Peyton Kirkland, Ethan Boyd, 6'7", 325 pounds. He got another offensive lineman named Wyatt Hummerling from Villanova. And we got Big Zach Owen, 6'6", 370 pounds from Clemson. Like I say, are they 5 stars? Are they 4 stars? It don't matter about the stars. But once Loho continue to work with these guys, I think this offensive line is going to come together. Not only just the first unit, the second unit, and the third unit. What y'all think about the offensive line?
Right now, it's just about building depth. The only concern I got is who's the backup left tackle. Outside of that, I feel we have depth at the guards position, center position, and right tackle. It's just who's the backup, if Seaton goes down. Who's going to be that backup left tackle? But overall, you got to feel with the depth of the roster from last year to this year, you got to feel good where CU stands at. You're going to see a difference in size, going from 6'2" to 6'4" average. 299 to about 320 across the board, as far as weight difference. So it's a 90-day difference when you look at the offensive line and the things that we can do. We look like a power 5 offensive line, which is power 4 now. But you just got to look at it and see the depth pieces of what we're adding. You're good with it because it's not a 1-year rental or a 2-year rental. We're actually adding guys that got 3-4 years left. That
Right.
has time to develop, that can help us not just win now, but win in the future. So as we continue to build this brick by brick, you gotta love the spot that we're in when it comes to the offensive line and field long hosts.
Yeah. Like I said, I like the development of Jordan Seaton. I like the way he done came along. I also like Tyler Brown. He bringing that leadership to the offensive line, and I just think the offensive line they're gonna be a big part of them winning the all contending for the Big 12 championship.
Yeah,
Coach
I
Dre.
mean when you look at, we should be about probably like one or two more pieces left on the offensive line. For that, and the reason why I say that is just due to the fact that you want to have 15 to 20 guys on the offensive line. That gets you three deep. Plus, if you got a couple injuries, right? So 17 is really 17, 18, that number you really want to be at. So you got your three deep plus an extra three just in case any injury. So what we see at right now, we're probably about one or two more pieces away from locking in this offensive line. So we should be good.
Yeah, I think so too. Uh, my name Alpha. Who is Alpha Roof? Sent you a message. Okay. All right. All right. But uh, this is current. He said it must be one of your guys. He said this is current. I disagree with him on that one. But anyway, uh, like I say, what you think about the offensive line that he that transferred in the new guys? What you think about those guys?
Like I
You think
said,
any one of them got a chance starting, or they gonna be all battling for bag on road?
so the Michigan State offensive lineman, he could battle for that right tackle position to kick Benson into the right guard. But overall, I mean, majority of these pieces got 3 or 4 years. So you're not mad if they don't start this year because you know you got time with these guys to develop. They can come in and push forward into that spot next year. So like I said, overall improvement from last year is still wait and see. But I like where we at far as the depth pieces, far as years of getting out the 1 and 2 year guys that wasn't going to start this year that could turn the team sour versus getting in guys that can be there 3 or 4 years that can help you and develop. So what's really going to be in question right now, what I'm saying, is seeing the development of growth this season with Phil Longhouse, right? What does he do with all of these offensive linemen and how do they grow together going into this new season? And you got to see, you can't, there ain't no hope strategy in this. You just got to come in and watch them put the work in, get in the weight room this summer, come in ready to go for fall camp and put it all together.
Okay. What you think about Benson? No, let's talk about the left side of the offensive line, the blind side. So far, what I saw on tape was that Jordan Seaton, I think it was Tyler Brown, and the center was who was the center?
That
Who
was
was the center?
Hank.
Bro?
Hank.
Yeah, hey, yeah, Big Hank. The left side. Are y'all concerned about the blind side of Colorado this year, contending for the Big 12? And who you think? Let's see. If somebody go down, hope nobody don't go down. Who gonna be the bag up for Jordan C? Who you think?
That's the part we don't know. That's the part I just touched upon. When you look at the left side, if you got Rock, which is Tyler Brown, and you got Seaton over there, I'm not worried at all on that left side. One thing I know for sure is Tyler Brown, he's going to come in, he's going to work his butt off, he's going to bring his lunch pail ready to go. Jordan Seaton, he going to go back and he'll watch the film and get better.
Right.
After the spring game, he wouldn't watch film. He didn't go out celebrate, doing this, doing that. He went out and he got in the film room and watch his mistakes. And that's all you can ask from especially a young offensive lineman that's a freshman to come in and go and watch your mistakes and not being out partying doing this, that, and the third when it's spring game, right? You can do whatever you want to do, games over with, but Jordan Seaton went and watched film and kept his clothes on and just watch film to get better. You can't do nothing but be excited for the future, what you see out of that kid. So the left side, I'm not worried about it at all. I like exactly where we stand at on the left side, even if it's you put in Johnson into that left guard spot, or you put Mayers. I'm fine with
Right.
whoever's right there next to Jordan Seaton.
Right. Right. Now on the right side, we're gonna be looking at probably Tyler Johnson, uh,
It should be Mayers and Benson
Benson.
right now, but I don't. when you look at who started the spring game, I don't think there's going to be an offensive lineman come game one when we run out. I don't.
Okay.
I think Benson might get kicked in the right tackle, and I said right tackle. I mean the right guard, and we end up putting somebody at right tackle. I think Mayers probably will start at left guard, and Tyler Brown is probably going to end up being a center. I think that's the ultimate goal of what you might see. In some type of scenario, you're going to see that in some type of scenario. But overall, I don't think the starting line, what we've seen in the spring game, is going to be the starting line first game.
Okay. Boy, they move Benson down to the guard and they bring in another tackle. Boy, they're gonna be They're gonna be brutal for the Big 12, especially if you're a big guy, let's say 6'4", 6'5", ready 330. Man,
I mean,
they're gonna
that
be a
was the point.
strong.
Yeah, that was
They're
a
gonna be
legit
a
point.
strong offensive line.
Yeah, that was a legit point of why you bring in the right tackle from Michigan State, right? It was
Right.
between him and Andrew, the left, the right tackle from Arkansas. So whoever that person was that was coming in, that was competing for that right tackle spot. So you can see Benson getting kicked into that right guard. But I mean, I'm not the person making the decisions. I'm just going off based upon what I see from a standpoint of who they brought in. That's possibilities of what you might see come game one.
Wow, man. What you think, Coach Ray?
I mean, like I say, as long as I got 13 guys, I feel that we can go play with. I'm comfortable. I like what I saw from the offensive line during the spring. I think everybody gonna have to compete when they come back for the fall, and we'll see where the chips lay when we get through with the fall. But as long as we got 13 guys, I feel comfortable with playing. I feel good, and I think we got one of the best O-line coaches in the nation in Coach Field. The way he coaches them guys up, the way he talks to them, the way they respond to him. So when you got a coach and you got that kind of rapport with your offensive line, you can't ask for nothing better.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that.
B
Now with the
Watts,
offense.
he was giving you the odds what everybody was saying what Colorado will finish at. So that wasn't his prediction. He was just giving you the odds of what they were saying.
Who was that?
Alfaru, when you looked at that
Oh,
comment,
okay.
he was giving you what everybody is saying, as far as like on three and FanDuel things like that. That's what he was giving you.
Oh, right, right. I end up reading the whole thing. Appreciate who was it? Alfred?
Yeah.
You one of y'all guys. Okay. My first time seeing that name. Appreciate your comment, sir. Didn't mean to overlook it, but I was just trying to stick with my guideline on the show. But I see y'all in the chat. Appreciate y'all comments in the chat, and we hope y'all continue to keep it up. But all right, if we looking at the offensive line, and what I like the improvement, that means that, and also like the running back room. That means that we should have a good running game to compete in the Big 12 if they know how to dial it up. That's if they want to dial it up that way or stick with the running game. I know a lot of people keep saying that, especially on my job, that Colorado ain't gonna be no running team. They're gonna be a pass happy team again. But ain't no way in the world you are dressing the offensive line and upgrading the running back room not to run the ball. Coach Dre.
I mean, you let people talk, man. You don't have to give people that energy. I think they say that just because Shador is Coach Prime's son. Coach Prime knows football. He knows for you to be able for you to be a successful team, you got to be able to run the football. Anybody knows that. If you can't run the football, if you become one dimensional, it's hard to win football games. So I bypass all of that silly talk about we not going to run the football and things of that nature. We couldn't run the football that great last year. We didn't have that best of offensive lines. And so we're not going to keep harping on that because that's beating a dead horse and things of that nature. But what we see is that y'all saw that we put a kid back there with 2 days of practice, and you saw that kid break with the offensive line we got. So what makes you think a guy that can play the running back position at a high level is not going to run behind this offensive line? So, I mean, we know we're going to run the ball. Like I say, it could be 60-40, give or take any week. So one week could be 60-40 pass. The next week could be 60-40 run. It just depends on
who gets going first, and people forget that Savion Wilkerson ran for 1,000 yards at Jackson State the year that Shador almost threw for 4,000 yards. So don't act like Coach Prime don't run the football.
Here's my thing. What are you really expecting out of the running backs? That's the question I got to anybody that's in this chat. What are you really expecting out of running backs, right? A lot of y'all say y'all want to put the ball in two hands, but then y'all complain about we ain't running the ball. Which one do y'all want? At the end of the day, they gonna run the football. It's not hard, right? They're gonna run the football. They're going to play complimentary football this year. I know people got this notion of it's prime and it's two back there and what they seen last year. This ain't last year. This is a brand new year with different expectations, with different coaches in the building. The same offense coordinator is not there. If you ever seen the Pat Shermer's offense, you know he's gonna run the ball. Now, is he gonna run the ball to what you liking? No. But what are we really asking for our running backs to do in this system? What do you really want out of it? Like, do you want the running back to have 2,000 yards, 1,000 yards? Like, what do you really want? That's the question that, like, most people don't even understand why you run the ball. But that's a whole other subject. We ain't got to get into that right now. But it's just understanding the fundamentals of football, understanding the game of like what we're doing. You know, they showed you in the spring game that they was committed to the run. You didn't just see pass heavy, but it's a building, right? What you see in the spring, you're not going to see in the season.
Sure.
They're going to put stuff and different wrinkles in once they get into fall camp, right? They're gonna get the installs right now to start preparing for the season. Like some of these things of what we're waiting on, they're gonna start to put all this stuff into play here coming soon. Right? They're on a little mini break. They'll be back after Memorial Day, getting ready for the fall season. It's just we gotta just take it time and stop basing everything off from last year when it's a lot of moving pieces that's not there from last year.
That's a good take, bro. So you think Coach Prime still trying to add to the offensive side of the ball through the transfer portal? Rob?
Go ahead, Coach. You guys.
I mean, that recruiting team always working, so nothing surprises me. They gonna always be trying to make their team better. And whatever that takes, that's what they gonna do. I don't know why anybody would think it would be anything other than that, and that'll be all. But yeah, I think he gonna. I don't know how many more weapons he gonna get. He might get some more offensive line. I don't know about how many more weapons.
Yeah, that's why I was offensive linemen.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at CU, the main goal is always to improve the bottom 20% of the roster. I mean, that's just with any program. Recruiting never stops. Recruiting is every single day. You always looking to improve in some type of area of the team. Whether that's the coaching, whether that's players, you just want to improve every single day. And so right now, it's just nothing but evaluation and understanding the piece of what we need, preferred walk-ons, because people forget preferred walk-ons, it can be vital to your team. It can make or break a season. It's not just scholarship players that help you win games. The walk-on players, the preferred walk-on players, they can help. They help too, because if they give you a great look, guess what that does? It translates to Saturdays. It can translate into wins. And so as long as you keep improving the bottom 20%, we're fine. And those are the things that all you can ask for is improve day by day and improve the bottom 20% of the roster.
Okay. All right. Let's transition to let's talk about this tight end and the wide receiver room. We got some Savell Smalls on that tight end, who I like. Also, we got the wide receiver room, and like I said, we got a lot of wide receivers. And for the passing game, I think we already know what we're working with on that. So, like Omarion Miller, Jimmy Horn Jr., LeJohntay Webster, we got Travis Hunter, you got also Caleb Mathis, Terrell Timmons, and also we got some players that haven't even gotten there yet on the wide receiver side. Players like Odell Russell, Baby T.O., Traylon Miller, got Will Shepard, Cam McHale. For as the wide receiver rotation, who gonna be a better fit and who the quarterback should do gonna be comfortable with when they go with a four wide receiver set? Who you would like to see out there most of the time, Coach Dre, at the wide receiver?
Long as you in that 8-man rotation, you Gucci with me. So between Will Shepard or Marion Miller, um, Jimmy Horn, LaJohntay Weston, I think them will be, if you go 4 wide, I think them will be the first 4 you see out there. Behind them, I got Baby T.O., I got Caleb Mathis, I got Timmons, and then right as of right now, you got to go with probably one of them freshmen that will be in that rotation as well. But as long as you in that 8-man rotation right now, because I think it's an 8-man rotation, especially when you going 4 wide, because that's your 2 deep. As long as you in the 8-man rotation, you in a good situation to play or to get significant playing time. At the tight end position, we gotta wait and see. I like what I saw from what they saying. I like what Small's doing. I definitely like what Pearson did. But you got 2 kids coming in, a kid from Ohio State, and then another kid from UNLV coming in. So we'll see what they can do. But you can believe that Shedeur Sanders is gonna get the receivers together in this little time off and work. They're gonna work. You get what I'm saying? Because he knows what it is. He knows what's on the line. So I'm gonna keep stating this, and it ain't gonna change. We have the best receiving core in the nation, and it's bar none. You get what I'm saying? We got the best receiving core in the nation, and that's just how I feel.
When it goes to who's gonna be the best 4, it's gonna be who's the best 4 that want to put the extra work in with Shedeur. Travis is just a given, but outside, who the next 3 that want to go put the extra work in with Shedeur? That's who you're gonna find out who gonna be the 4. It might be 5, depending on what the scenario, what the situation is. But when you look at the 4, it's all about who's gonna put the extra work in when Shador's out there on that field. Who is he out there putting the extra work in with? That's gonna tell you the answer right now. And they're gonna do some stuff in the off season and work out together. Each group is, like I said, each group is gonna be sectioned off, and they're gonna be doing different things together, collectively. Whether so they're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
One thing I don't worry about is the wide receiver room. It's plenty depth there. It's all about coming in, being physical, running crisp routes, and catching the ball. Right? It's just that simple. When it comes to the wide receiver room, you want to see them be better run blockers at times to help the running backs, but also you want to see them run crisp routes and get open and catch the ball. That's the main thing. As long as you can do those things, you're fine. When it comes to the tight end room, it's just like the running back room. What are you expecting from the tight ends and the running backs, right? Um, I said, I used to say we needed a playmaker tight end, but when you
mhm,
look at this roster, we really don't need a playmaker tight end because it's really not going to be, he ain't going to be utilized like he should. So, what are we really designing our tight ends to do? How are we using them? We can use our tight ends in multiple to the ways. We can flex the tight end as a wide receiver, flex him back as a fullback, put him on the end line. We can do a lot of different things with the tight end, and that's the fun side of what you might see out of Pat Shermer is moving the tight end around. So we don't need a playmaker tight end after going back and actually just sitting down and understanding what we have in the room. We don't need a playmaker tight end. We just need somebody who could be the most consistent in that tight end position. That's what we need. That means run blocking, pass blocking, catching the ball. That's what we need. And as long as we got that, we're good.
that's a good take. And you think they're gonna reduce the role of Travis Hunter on the offensive side this year, Coach Dre?
I don't know if it's gonna be reduced. I think it's gonna be more like what he did at Jackson. Maybe a little bit more than what it was there, but it's some similar to what he did at Jackson. Of these guys can come in here and Shedeur can get comfortable. It's about the confidence Shedeur can have the rest of the guys. ultimate confidence in Travis Hunter. He feel like if he throw the ball in any radius, Travis can go get it. I think he feels that way right now about Amarion Miller as well because of the spring he had. LeJohntay has shown you what he can do as well as Jimmy Horn. When I talk about the age, I never talk about Travis Hunter because it's a given that he gonna play. It's a given that he's gonna play. But I think it's gonna be more like the Jackson State role. If you go back and you dive into that 1 year he was at Jackson, after he got healthy from being hurt, watch how he played in spurts in certain series, certain packages and stuff like that. And when the game was on the line, he definitely was on the field. So I think it'll be probably a little bit more than that, but I think more of that kind of caveat when you see Travis Hunter.
Travis
you
gonna
think,
be
bro?
Travis. Travis gonna be Travis. That's the bottom line. Are they gonna manage his snaps? In some fashion, some form, they're gonna manage the snaps. But Travis is gonna be Travis. Seeing the work that people put in, if Travis feels that he can, the team can operate without him being on the field in certain spots, he's gonna do it. But Travis is gonna be Travis. So that's the end. I mean, that's truly Travis is in control of how much he's gonna be on the field.
Yeah, I think he's the most exciting player coming back in college this year. I think he's the most dominant player coming back in college this year on the offense and the defensive side of the ball. If he stayed healthy, I'm predicting my prediction. If he stayed healthy, he get at least 5 to 6 interceptions and get by 800 to 1,000 yard reception. Travis will be named the Heisman Trophy winner. I don't care what kind of numbers Shadua put up. Now, only way he could get beat out if Shadua put up 45, 5,000 to 35 touchdowns, but most of them yards gonna go to Travis. So it's gonna be kind of interesting between them two. So who you think will got the better chance of winning the Heisman Trophy? Y'all talk to me, chat. Travis Hunter or Shadua? Talk to me, Rod.
The only way really for Travis to be in the conversation for the Heisman, he's gonna have to go punt return. Offense, defense,
Punt
and punt.
return.
He has to.
Okay.
He's gonna have to have some type of electrified moment in the punt return game. He's gonna have to get at least 4 to 5 interceptions, and he's gonna have to put up some pretty decent numbers at the wide receiver. It's just gonna be hard, even though he's a two-way player. He's the best. He could be the best player in college football. It's just gonna be hard to give it to him if you don't see him in all three phases of the game. With Shador, it's pretty more lenient because he can rack up the yards to touchdowns and less interceptions, and stat wise he can get it. But with Travis Hunter, he's gonna have to do more to get it than Shador is. So in that case, Shador has the easiest road to the Heisman.
The
What you
Heisman
think, Coach?
is a quarterback. The Heisman is a quarterback award. But what you know and what you have seen is Travis Hunter is back there catching punts. So again, you ain't gotta believe us. You don't. We a bunch of nobodies. We don't. I'm telling you, I don't know nothing. But you know that they know he gonna have to do something else besides the offense and the defense. Like Rob said, he gonna have to give you an electrifying moment. Charles Wilson played offense and defense, but the thing you remember most is him catching the punt return and returning it, and him striking the pose for the Heisman. Because he knew right then, hey, ain't no way you can deny me. I'm the best defensive player in the country. I play enough offense, but I just put myself. I just told y'all that I'm the Heisman Trophy winner. So with Travis, you're gonna need that. Like I say, most of the time when you look at the Heisman, we can go back as far as you want. 9 times out of 10, it's the best quarterback in college football.
Yep.
So
And here's the thing.
Travis,
That's just hard for me to believe, though, Coach Drake. Rod, if Travis put up those numbers, and you think they really gonna overlook him? I know you keep saying, Rod, that he got to go to punt return, but
listen,
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing that you got to
you gotta
realize.
go ahead, Rob.
Here's the thing you got to realize. How many teams is going to throw at Travis during the season? So how is he going to get
I
stats
mean,
on
I thought
defense?
that last year, but they threw at him last year.
It's a different year. It's a different year. If you got a defensive line in front of you that can put pressure on you, the ball's coming out faster. It's less opportunities, right? You can
Right.
micromanage Travis more this year than you can last year. If we're saying that we have better pieces on defense, as far as the defensive line, the cornerbacks, and we're better overall defensive wise, are you really going to go at Travis? If Travis is more fresh because you can micromanage his reps? Part of last year was he had to go those snaps because we didn't have anything behind him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. That do make sense.
So we have stuff behind him where he could take off a play or two, and he's more fresh. How many people and Travis is really locked in and see what they're doing. They putting Travis closer to the ball because people didn't want to throw to him on the outside. So now you put him close to the ball. So now he's impacting the game more. That's giving him more opportunities to make plays on defense. So they're everything that they're doing is designed to put Travis in more situations where he can be around the ball to make plays. And that's the
Okay.
part where we got to look at. You're going to have, like, the only way you could beat out a quarterback in a quarterback-friendly award, you're going to have to do something spectacular that ain't nobody else doing in the country. That's just the bottom line.
No matter what he do on offense, no matter what he do on defense, he got to do something
That
spectacular and something extra, like on
I
kick
mean,
return or
I
punt
mean,
return. That's the only way you see it,
or you
Rob.
got
Wow.
or you gotta do something extraordinary on defense. What I'm saying is, we talking about 10 picks or something. It's got to be something crazy where you just can't deny it. You get what I'm saying? Where you just can't deny that. You get what I'm saying? And we agree with you. I think he's the best player in college football, bar none, when he's on the
He-
football field. I just know that's a quarterback award. And for a
okay.
quarterback, if Shador go out there and throw for 4,000 yards, 40-something touchdowns, and only have like 5 or 6 interceptions, we win the Big 12, we in the playoffs. It's gonna be hard pressed for you not to give that
Yeah.
to
Yeah, but
Shador
them kind of
Sanders.
numbers.
But
Yeah, but them kind of numbers.
no,
Yeah.
listen, the way they feel about each other, I guarantee you, the first thing the other one gonna say is, "Hey, I share this award with my brother Travis, or I share this award with my brother Shador." So those two guys, that's how much love they got for each other. So I don't really think it matters as long as one of them get it. I think we'll be good.
I like that. I like that. Hey, once again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We want to thank you for putting your input in the chat. Also, if you don't mind, hit that like button if you don't mind. Appreciate each and one of y'all. I see your comments. We're not overlooking you. And we just want to let you know how much we appreciate you for being here, tuning in, being active in the chat. And we just appreciate you. All right. This is the question for the chat. How many games or what do you think Colorado record would be uh, by the end of the year? Your expectation to the chat of the Colorado Buffalo this year. What you think? Want to hear from your DC Carson? DC Carson, who was that other guy? Alpha Rue. What y'all expectation of Colorado this year with the addition of the players that we don't brought in? All right, Rob, here we go. Let's switch this thing up. Let's go to the defensive side. You and Coach Drake. Coach Drake, check this out. Starting with you on the defensive side of the ball, right? Or as the defensive line, the players that coming back from last year, the player that Coach Prime has brought in through the transfer portal, will this defense lineman only, just the line, will they be able to stop the run in the Big 12 conference?
No doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. You got two of the best coaches in the country. We'll start there. When you got Warren Sapp and you got Lewis, who arguably played on the greatest team in college for the University of Miami. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about what we think. We think we're gonna stop the run on our way to the quarterback. I think we got a great rotation right now with what we've added, what we had from last year. McNeil has showed you he can't be blocked. He showed people that last year. and he went out there again this spring and showed you he can't be blocked. The block bully gonna demand the double team. So them linebackers gonna be coming down and filling them gaps, scot free, making tackles. And that's the thing we were missing last year. When your linemen can get up on your linebackers, then you're not having a successful. You're not stopping no run. That's what linemen want to do. They want to be able to double team, get up to the linebacker. That's what they want to do. You ask any lineman, if they say we get up to the linebacker, I guarantee you they'll tell you, oh, we got anywhere from 5 to 10 yards on that play. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
yes, I definitely believe we're gonna be able to stop the run. I love the additions that we had on the defensive line. Those guys are working hard, and then you got a gold jacket in the room, and he coaching you up, and he giving you everything he got. He ain't just out there talking; he out there showing you. And then again, this generation is they real visual, so we can go back in the film room and Warren Sapp can say, "Hey, look at this. Remember I told you to do this? Now watch me in this game. Watch me in this game, and watch me with my technique and what I'm telling you to do." So yeah, I think we're definitely gonna be able to stop the run. I love what we have right now in the defensive line room, uh, and I still think we might get one more defensive lineman. We don't know for sure, but I think we'll get one more. But I feel great about the defensive line room and where we're going.
When you look at this season, everything is going to come down to, can you run the ball? Can you stop the ball? That's just what it is.
Yeah.
A lot more teams run the ball in the Big 12 than most people think they do. And you're going to go against some teams that can run the ball in the Big 12. You're going to have to stop the run. When you look at this defensive line being coached with Coach Sapp and Coach Lewis, you got to love what you see. Just all those two coaches, just in there, ready to coach, ready to do anything they need to do to help the team win. Me, I'm not worried about the line. Is if the line is doing a job, can the linebackers come and clean up the plays and finish the plays for us? That's more what I'm concerned when you talk about the run defense. It's not the line. It's can the linebackers go fill the hole, go fill the correct hole, and make the plays. Because when you watch the film last year, we had some games where
Yeah. They were just
they
running it up in there.
they running wrong gaps. They
Yep.
running behind each other. It just didn't look. They didn't look on the same page, right? They didn't look like they were flowing together. So this year, right, when you look at this defensive line, the biggest thing that it does, it helps the linebacker play. Now, can the linebackers go out and make the freaking plays? That's all we ask. The defensive line go do your job. Keep the offensive linemen off the linebackers. Linebackers, you got to go clean it up and go wreak havoc. That's all we asking for, right? You should be making plenty of plays in the backfield because the defensive line is going to throw the line of scrimmage. You got to go make plays.
Yeah. I like the way so far in the spring, I like the way McNeil playing, Chidozie playing. I like Anquin Barnes. He's one of my favorites. I also like Teran Carter, Quincy Wiggins. I like all them guys, man. So I hope they make this jump from last year and take what they don't learn from Coach Sapp into the Big 12 and apply it so that defense can be able to stop the run and free up them linebackers so they can come up and make the tackle. Now, since you brought up the linebackers group, and Coach Prime, I know you brought in Hill Green. You think we're gonna get another linebacker through this transfer portal, Coach Dre, to go with him? Cause I ain't satisfied with the two linebackers from last year. I'm just not.
I mean, and that's okay for people not to be satisfied. But this is what we're gonna say. Trevor Woods has told you he never went to a linebacker meeting last year. He never went to a linebacker meeting last year. He showed up the games and people said go play linebacker. So that tells you a lot, right? Uh, Bentley's gonna be able to do what. The one thing about that's why I like Livingston. One thing about this, he's into the benefit of these to these guys. But Webster, Brown, the way them kids are flying around, running sideline to sideline, you got Hill Green coming in here. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Go watch Jeremiah Brown fly around because again, it comes down to the defensive line play. If these boys can run freely, they gonna make the tackle. If these boys can run freely, they can make the tackles. It's just not having to worry about the lineman getting up on them. So I feel comfortable with all of them right now. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a rotation. I think Coach gonna get settled in on two guys he likes. I think it's gonna be a great battle in the spring. I mean, in the fall, who's gonna be them guys, and we'll go from there. But then that means you got quality backup. Um, but when I heard that kid didn't go to any linebacker meetings and just showed up and was still in the safety room and just showing up on Saturdays playing linebacker, how can you be mad with that kid? And I was one guy that was very critical of that young man. But when I heard him say that, you can't be critical of a young man. That's like me teaching you something all week, and then y'all get here on it's test day and we give you a whole different test. You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but I like what I saw. And one thing you know is that with Woods and with Bentley, they're definitely leaders on and off the field. They're great young men. So I like but like I say, Jeremiah Brown, and in the way that Webster is playing the brother. Hey, I'm not worried. And the way people talk about Hill Green, I think we should be in good hands.
I look at the linebacker room. I think we might need one more linebacker. That's just me. I want one more just for injury purposes. I want one more. Overall, I'm okay with the linebacker room. But as long as our D line is doing their job, the linebacker is going to be a lot better. The linebacker play is going to be a lot better. How much do we see Bentley and Bentley on the field and Woods on the field together? It's going to be exciting to see. The depth chart will change in the fall, right?
Right.
What it is right now is not what it's going to be in the fall. So that gives Webster another opportunity to come in, to take more reps, possibly start the season. That's going to give Hill Green opportunity. We got Goldberg's son, who's not there yet, that a lot of people forget about. He is going to be a walk-on, but you come in there and make plays, you never know what can happen. You just got linebackers that, it's still a wait and see right now. Depth is what I'm more concerned about right now. And we got another linebacker, and don't forget about, we still got Big Gant. I know you don't see him on film, this, that, and the third, and but I would not forget about Big Gant at linebacker too. So we got the pieces that we need. Like I said, I would want one more linebacker if it's me, but I don't think you're going to see as much Wood and Bentley on the field together as you've seen in the past. You're going to see Webster out there. You're going to see Jeremiah Brown. You're going to see, Green. So you're going to see Big Gang. So there's going to be some different things that play in the part. You just want everybody to stay healthy in that room. That's the biggest question, right?
Right.
Is being healthy in the linebacker room. We had too many people hurt in the linebacker room, which caused you to see a lot of Bentley and Trevor Woods last year. So we got to remain healthy in that linebacker room, and we just got to go make plays. Like I said, these linebackers should be making plays in the backfield. Our D-line is doing their job. They should be making plays in the backfield and just being all over the field. So it's excited to see.
Okay. All right. Let's see what Mr. DC Carson Music talking about. The issue won't be the CU starters as much as it will be the depth. CU has two brutal rival games on the front of their schedule and tough backing of the schedule. Uh, he might have a point there, but I still think, Mr. Carson, that Colorado gonna survive those, especially the games in the front. I think that Colorado gonna get off to a good start. That's just my opinion. I don't know what two games he's talking about in the front, but on
He's
y'all
talking
think
about
North
he's
Dakota?
talking about Nebraska. He's talking about the Nebraska and the Colorado State game when he say rivalry games. He's talking about Nebraska
Oh,
and Colorado State because they back to back.
okay. You think those gonna be two tough games for Colorado this year? I don't.
Well, I mean the corn and
They don't have the same
Nebraska.
players that they had last year.
But the corn,
but
you're talking about a true road game, 100,000.
About
Every
Nebraska?
college don't present 100,000 fans, right?
Right.
You going in there, and it's the records ain't gonna matter, right? You gonna have to
Right.
play ball. It's a game that CU should definitely win, but if you coming up BSing around, there's another side of element to it. But they should be focused, locked in. But it's the first true road game, and I'm glad that we got that game before the UCF game. I'm glad we got it. I'm glad we got the CSU game before that. There's two good road environments that they're gonna be in before they got to go to Florida, where they, all the distractions. So it's just gonna help them be more focused when they go to UCF. But that Nebraska game is definitely you going into the sea of red. That's just what it is. So it's gonna be a true test. That's gonna be the real measuring stick of where this team can elevate to, right? What the
Right.
product looks like from there and how they develop past that game. The first game, we should take care of business, but that second game we play against Nebraska, that's gonna be the measuring stick of, all right, where do we go from here?
Right. Yeah. I just, I don't, I just don't see it from Nebraska, man. Or you think if Scott they bigger offensive lineman or something? Because their quarterback position, if they going into a big against Colorado with a freshman quarterback, I don't know about that guy.
You got all right. So I will say y'all got he can spin it. All right,
Oh,
they
I know he
he,
can, but it's just
he can spin
the
it, but you got
magnitude of the game. Man, do you know how much hype gonna be behind that game if Colorado don't want their first game and
all
prime time them
lights.
going to Nebraska?
All the lights is gonna be on that Nebraska game. I
Shit.
promise you that. But you can't look at it as we gonna underestimate this team. You're gonna
Oh, I ain't
underestimate
saying it.
how this
I'm
team is
not
gonna be.
underestimating, but I think they're gonna beat them by 20 points or more. I do.
like I say, we're gonna take it week by week. Coach Dre just believe in that. Some of my kids might be watching, and if I say anything other, my kids gonna kill me tomorrow. So we gonna take it week by week. I'm worried about North Dakota State right now, and after we get, then we'll deal with the corn. But like Rob say, you throw the records out the window. They think their defense is gonna be better, and they believe in their football coach. Uh, he's been a winner in college. Now he didn't do much in
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
NFL, but he's a winner in college, and I think that's what a lot of people are going off of. But we gonna take it step by step and game by game. We're gonna go out here and handle North Dakota State, and then we'll worry about the corn. But like you say, it's a heck of an environment for a true freshman to come in to play a team, especially if we feel we good as we think we are. So
right.
we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I promise you one thing: the receipts that we got on the coins, they're gonna be locked in, ready to go. But you just can't take it for granted. That's all.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to the defensive side. Let's talk about the cornerbacks and safety position. The players that they got coming back from last year. We know Travis Hunter going to be on one of the sides for that defensive back, and also right now we're looking at DJ McKinnon. Are y'all comfortable with DJ McKinnon being on that side, cornerback on the defense side of the ball, Coach Dre? Look like
I have
he going in this summer
I
as a
have no
starter. Look like.
I have no problems with DJ McKinney. He's a proven starter. He's a proven starter in this conference. So he's looking for in this conference. Um, I like the way he's practiced. He's taking coaching. The one thing I like about watching him on the well off videos and the stuff that we do get to see is he accepts coaching. Every time Coach Prime is right there getting on him, hey, you need to stay low. This right here take you here, this, and this. He's taking the coaching and he's applying it every day. So I love where we at with him. Uh, we got Hood coming in. Hood wants to play. He coming
Yeah,
from the SEC. He want to play. So I'm pretty sure Coach Matt's gonna give him every opportunity to get himself on the football field. Uh, we know what 7 and 21 gonna do back there at the safety spots. You also got Herman back there. You got Preston Hodge. So yeah, man, I feel great about that secondary. Uh, I feel real good about what we doing, and I don't think we done. I think we probably get us another one, for everything is said and done. So you got to like what we doing in the secondary. Uh, well, what we got on paper right now, and then we got my young jit coming out of Florida. We got Lopez, Angel Lopez, and if anybody's sleeping on him, I don't know why. And then that boy from my county, Bradford County, he coming, man. My jit coming, and he coming to play football. And they call him Hollywood. They don't call him Hollywood for no reason, baby. He coming with the goals and all, baby. He gonna be ready to play football. No ifs, ands, and buts about that. So we feel good about our starters and bringing up these young kids that's coming up behind them. I feel real good about that secondary. I feel real good about that secondary.
Before you go, Rob, hold on, Rob. Before you go, this DC Cousins said the CU secondary is legit A plus. Man, I thought he was a hater at one while, but okay, Mr. Cousins, we appreciate that. All right, go ahead, Rob.
When you look at this defensive back room is the more and more you see this room every day, the more and more this room is getting stronger. With the pieces that's being added, what's been subtracted to what's been added, you gotta love it. I'll say that here's the biggest part for me when it comes to the secondary room. We are a lot more healthier at this point of the season right now than we were last year. I'm gonna say this
Okay,
again. We
okay,
are a lot more healthier, 100% healthier than we was last year. We had a lot of people that was not healthy, that was working their way back, that was out on the field, that shouldn't have been out on the field. But you can see how different this room is going to be when it comes to health, and you got to love what you see. Cornerback room, you got to love it. Is there some question marks behind after the first 4 cornerbacks? Yeah, but that's with any team. Because we're going true freshmen after them first 4. We're going true freshmen. So yeah, you're gonna have some question marks, but I'm telling you right now, they coming to compete. You gotta love what you see in that room. You gotta love what you see in their safety room, right? Uh, they're not satisfied just having Cam and Shiloh. They still are recruiting safeties. So who comes in if one of them go down? Who comes in, right?
right.
You got Hearn back there. Been with them in Jackson State. So he understands playing with Shiloh and playing with Cam. You got a potential another safety coming in the transfer portal that can run and make plays and be a playmaker back there. So you gotta love what you see. Travis J is much more healthier than he was ever last year.
Oh, I like
You
Travis J. I like it.
can use Travis J in a multitude of ways. You can use him at linebacker. You can use him at inside corner to guard a tight end. He can play outside corner. You can use Travis in a multitude of ways. Another big physical kid. And one of the things that you gotta love is with Robert Livingston is he's gonna put these kids in the right place to make plays. And he's gonna see what's best fit for you, and that's what you're gonna do. So you're gonna see players move around all over the field and be in different situations, but you gotta love to see that we're healthy. And the
Right.
people that sleeping on Travis J because he wasn't healthy last season, you're gonna be in a rude awakening what you see this season.
I believe that. I believe that, Rod. Once again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to the show. We appreciate each and one of you, and we thank you for participating in the chat. If you don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe to both our channels. That's Rob the Man Media and Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. Also, thank you for everything that y'all have done to make this show successful. You tune in each Sunday with us. Uh, let's talk about the coaching staff. What do y'all think about the coaching staff Coach Prime has put together this year? Will this coaching staff be able to make in-game adjustments as we go along? What you think, Coach Dre?
I believe in these men. I believe Coach Prime got guys that that got his back 100%, and that's no knock on whoever was on the coaching staff last year. That's definitely not taking a shot at nobody. Um,
He's been
you
slow.
hear coaches when you hear coaches say, "I was sitting on my couch and I just didn't like what was going on or how they was treating Prime. I had to come help." Them the kind of guys you want in the foxhole. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about that. I mean, you can say what you want to say. That man recipe been proven. So when you got somebody with a proven recipe and with coaches that's been proven with him, until you show me something different, that's just your opinion. I know football. I know that having a great coaching staff makes you a better football team. And having guys that's around you that you trust and you believe in, that's what makes a football team go. So you can't sell a kid bull jive, tell him to be a family and be about something, and y'all ain't showing that at coaching staff. If you over here fighting with this coach and you and this coach don't get along, kids ain't buying that. That's one thing that they got at Colorado. Them guys believe in them coaches, and these coaches show that they care and really respect each other. So you can't fool kids with that BS nowadays, talking about, oh, we a staff and we together when y'all don't even hang together. You don't know their kids' name. You don't know this. You don't know that. You know that at the University of Colorado. So hey, y'all can miss me with that. You understand me? Because I know what it is to be in a coaching room where all the coaches don't get along, and you preaching one thing to them kids, and them kids ain't buying a hill of beans of what you're saying. But when you showing that when you showing that your coaching staff is together, and that they are whatever they practice and what they preach, hey boy, a kid will move a mountain for you. A kid will move a mountain for you. You can believe that. So I like what Coach Prime got on his staff, the guys he went and got, and the brothers that he went and got that didn't want to sit on the sideline him suffer any longer. And that at the end of the day, that's what you got to rock with.
You got to know what you see from this coaching staff. You got experience. You got people that played the game. You got people that's coached the game for a long time. You got everybody looking to be a part of the team. Everybody looking to communicate as a team. You can see how it's translating on the field. How people are really starting to talk to each other. You didn't see that last year. You seen a lot of disconnect. You seen it from the players. As you see the players this year, you're seeing a lot of connection. Somebody got to build it, right? So what you're seeing out of this whole situation is you're starting to see these young men really coming to form, understand the assignment of what the coaching staff is asking. You don't see a lot of lone faces. You see when the coaches talk, you're seeing a lot of players shut up and not acting like they run the position. You're seeing a lot of hard work and dedication being put in, but it's still a long road, right? We still building the bricks to the house. The plane ain't even took off yet. But as we get closer and closer to August, that plane is gonna get ready to start to take off, and we're gonna keep going in the upper position. All they gotta do is continue to work, and we got a couple more weeks before they back on campus, and you're gonna see all the new players in, and you're gonna start to see the chemistry build.
Yeah. Like I said, I like the coaching staff. I like what they bring to the table. That's Coach Damian Lewis, Warren Sapp, the new DC coordinator Robert Leviston, and can't overlook the offensive coordinator, the experience he done had in NFL either, man. You know, to bring that to bring his experience to the college level to teach these guys about football, it's a big benefit to them. And I think Coach Prime has done an excellent job by adding to the coaching staff that they have this year. And then you still got them young coaches in there like Dancing. He's a big addition to the coaching staff also. He's been overlooked. He playing a good
Right,
role in the coaching
right.
staff. He playing a good role in that coaching staff too. They might not show it on film, but there's a lot of guys look up to that dude, man. What y'all think about Coach Dancing?
Man, he the real deal. He the real deal. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Dance is the real deal. I think we said it on our show a while back. We wouldn't even been mad if he'd have made Dancy the defensive coordinator. You get what I'm saying? Dancy's the real deal. I see him ask, well, what you think about the CU coaching staff rank in the Big 12? They got some great coaching staffs in the Big 12. Utah coaching staff is a great coaching staff. They've been together, but that's what I'm telling y'all. There's a group of guys that's been together for 12, 13 years. They might change a couple of coaches here or there, but the core of those coaches have been there together. They've been there since Urban Meyer left. And Urban Meyer ain't even coaching a football team right now, so that lets you know just how long they've been at the University of Utah. But what I'm telling you is that's how you got to build a coaching staff, bro. And what I'm telling you is Coach Prime didn't have that last year. And people have told, and like more than one person have came out and said that. Players, coaches, a whole bunch of stuff. So, I'm gonna tell y'all like this: you can get on the train or get off the train. At the end of the day, the train's still gonna run down the track. So either get on it or get ran over. That's just how we look at it. That's just how we look at it. Either get on the train, get off, stand in the middle of the tracks, and get ran over. That's just how we looking at it.
Yeah, when you look at Coach Dancy, he's going to be a defensive coordinator here soon. Whether that's at the University of Colorado, whether that's somewhere else, he's going to be, and he's putting himself in line to be a defensive coordinator at some P4 job. You just got to love what you see, the grit from him, the grind, and willing to put on any hat to help you win. Right? You're talking about a guy that was a head football coach who stepped down from a head football coaching position to come be pretty much like an analyst role last season to now being a defensive end coach. So for him to make that sacrifice to move up, it just goes to show you that he's committed, he's ready, he's going to sacrifice, he's going to give his all to make sure that this team win. And that's what you got to love as a coaching staff, the buy-in completely. So you got to love it and look forward to what this team can bring.
All right. Before we move on, to something else. What's your real opinion of the coaching style and what coaching technique that Warren Sapp is bringing to Colorado, Coach Ray?
It's a hands-on style. It's what kids like. When your coach can get down there and get in the 3-point stance and show you the move and show you this and show you that, most kids these days, that's what they like. And then especially when you can say, I played here at the highest level, I played here at this level, but also looking and not saying that all I want is your best. You ain't got to give me Warren Sapp best, but you got to give me your best. And the way he gets in there, how he holds the pads, and how he's very animated and all that, you got to love his coaching style. And young kids like that. They like that. They like when your coach can. That's the biggest thing. I think my head coach this week, he might have messed around and tore something in his thigh trying to race one of them young boys just because, we just out there moving around with them boys. And so one of the young receivers like, Coach, I can beat you. Oh, no, you can't. So he got on the line and tried to race him. So kids just respond to that kind of interaction that is hands-on. I heard my boy Sco Buff say one time he never really understood what until Coach Prime said you need to touch some kids because you need to give them that energy and that love that they seeking. And sometimes just by your touch, you can do that for a kid. So, with you being hands-on in the way that the way he touching them kids and the way he molding them kids, you can't do nothing but love the way Coach Sapp is coaching these kids.
Good point. Good point.
It's when you look at Warren Sapp, and I just Warren Sapp, Coach Lewis, you got to ask yourself, what more could you want from a coaching staff if you're a D lineman? What more could you want, right? It's not that they're just sitting there yelling, cussing you out, just telling you do this, doing that. They're breaking down the film. They on the field with you,
Right.
making sure you perfect your crafts, making sure you understand. And on top of that, right, they giving you feedback right as it's happening, right? Every
Right.
time they see something. It's not one of the moments they waiting to film study. They correcting action right there in the moment of time. And it's like, man, what else could you want from a head? What else could you want from a coach, right? Not
Right.
only is he holding you accountable, but not only is he holding you accountable, he giving you praise when praise is due. So you just gotta love what you see when you look at Warren Sapp, you look at Coach Lewis on this defensive line, and what they bring to the table. You're gonna see a lot different from this defensive line. Just the gratitude of the situation, right?
Right.
You're gonna see how thankful Coach Sapp is, for giving Coach Sanders this opportunity to coach, right? Because how many people is gonna give Warren Sapp an opportunity to coach at a P4?
Right.
So those type of things won't go unnoticed. So everybody got a different layer of desire, want, a need, why they there, a different desire, what they're looking for. So you gotta just be thankful for what we got and just stay in tune every day to see what's gonna happen next. Because what you're seeing before your eyes is, could change the game for a long time.
I agree. Both of y'all made good points on Coach Sapp. That was a good take on Coach Sapp. All right, guys, let's pivot to see what's going on in the sport world from last week. Hey, check this out, Raw. The Lakers fired their head coach, Ham.
Expected.
In 2 years, he went 90-74. He won 90 games and he lost 74 games, but he was 9-12 in the playoffs. Did he deserve to be fired, in your opinion, Coach Raw? I
It
mean,
was
Raw.
it was I mean, it was a setup from the get-go. When you look at the Lakers, you look at just being a head coach for LeBron, if you ain't getting to the NBA championship, you're gonna be fired. That's just the bottom line how this goes.
Yeah,
That's just how it is. If you can't get yourself to the championship, you're gonna get fired as LeBron James head coach. That's just matter what it is. Now, do I agree that they gave them the most successful roster to be successful? No, I don't. Because when you look at LeBron and what he needs, they didn't fulfill those holes, right?
right,
They were bigger, but they couldn't shoot. So if LeBron creates anything off the dribble, you're kicking it to a non-shooter. The biggest part is Anthony Davis. When you need him the most, he gonna come up small. Sometimes that's just how it goes. But I just don't think that they built a roster for them to be successful. I thought they should have traded Russell as either in the off season, right? Do a sign and trade deal to get rid of him, or during the season they should have traded him for some shooting. But also they wasn't healthy too, so that plays a part. So, but when you LeBron James coach, if you can't help them get to a championship, that's just what the nature of it is. There is a coach that I would love to see him. I would love to see coach him, but we'll get into that later. Go ahead, Coach Dre.
You hit it on the head. The Lakers expect to get to the championship. You got arguably the greatest basketball player ever play, and AD, Russell. But like I said, I don't think they had the right team around them. Uh, you can't blame Darvin Ham for all of this, so I wouldn't dare sit here and say that. But when you're not getting to the championship and you got LeBron James and AD, I mean, the Milwaukee Bucks fired their coach mid-season and they had a winning season. So, don't nothing surprise me no more with coaches getting fired.
But I would say this. This is a question for the chat. What is your overall grade of LeBron James's career in LA? I just want to know.
all right. We got a super chat here from who this East Coast Kev. He said LeBron James is the problem. Notice the Lakers play better without him. Get rid of AD too. What you think about that, Rod?
It's always going. You got to think about it. When LeBron comes in, he's gonna dominate the basketball. When LeBron's
True.
out, the ball's gonna flow. That's just what it is. You're talking about
Yeah.
superstars, right? Anytime a superstar comes in the game, guess what? The ball's gonna go through them. But sometimes it's so frustrating watching LeBron because he's trying to process too much instead of just playing basketball. Just move it, right? Because here's the thing about LeBron. When you watch LeBron play in the Olympics and you watch LeBron play with the Lakers, two totally different players. The ball is not stopping. The ball is moving. He's more active, getting to the lane, getting to the rim, right? So there's more things that they can do around him to make him to have a better situation. They just got to get this roster constructed into a way that can be successful for them in the future and right now. And right now, the future looks down because they made some stupid trades. Let's just be real.
All right. Let's move on from there. Let's talk about Odell Beckham Jr. He signed with the Miami Dolphins. At the end of the last season, I think Miami lost 4 of their last 6 games. With the addition of Odell Beckham, what's y'all expectation of the Miami Dolphins this year?
I don't know. I don't know. We look so good week 1 through 10, and then I don't know what happened. So I don't know. Tua could be hurt. So, bro, I don't know. I ain't gonna even sit here and sugarcoat nothing for nobody. I mean, it's a good addition to go with Tyreek Hill, and I think they got his homeboy. I think they got his other LSU receiver down there. So I think that was maybe the biggest reason why he signed with the universe with Miami. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't want to get my
All
hopes up, and then they dash him. So
right.
50-50
Yeah.
right now.
Okay. What do you think of OBJ, Rod? Signing with Miami.
I think it's a great addition. My question is, has Miami fixed their defense?
That's
If
why they
they
lost in the last 4 of that 6 games. That
if they ain't
defense.
fix if they ain't fix the defense, it don't matter what's being done. But two also is, can the receivers stay healthy? The biggest part of their game is Hill and Waddle. One of them is always hurt when it's time for the big game. One of them is
That's
always hurt.
one.
So Waddle was hurt. The playoffs you just had Tyreek. So now it was easy to take out Tyreek. Well, now you put in OBJ, and the possibility of them sign, if they sign Landry, I like their receiving core. But it ain't about the season. It's, can y'all get it done at the end of the season going into the playoffs? That's what really matters. And if you ain't changed nothing to fix that defense, defensive coordinator, you sign Odell ain't really do nothing. It's the same. You pretty much got the same expectations, right?
Right.
Yes, your idea is to win the chip, but their expectations right now, the max of what they're looking at is possibly maxing out to get to the conference championship, the AFC conference championship.
Okay. All right. Let's look at the NBA playoffs. Yesterday, the Timberwolves they beat the Denver Nuggets. Ant-Man went off again. What y'all think about this series?
I mean, Ant arguably going to end up being probably the best player in the NBA in the next. He might be the best right now.
Oh, he
The way
is.
he's playing right now, is out of his mind. I don't know if the Nuggets got anybody that can check him. Um, and so with that being said, I know Denver gonna make some adjustments. You still got Luka. Murray can do his thing, but now Murray got to play on both ends of he got to try to stop Ant-Man. So now you're using a little bit more of your energy trying to stop Ant-Man and things of that nature. So I don't know. This series could get wild for Denver. It could get real wild. And if them boys come out and beat the Nuggets, you gotta like their chances of winning the West. And if Ant-Man can do that, you gotta stamp that kid as the best player in the NBA. And I don't think it should be no argument.
Well, oh well, oh well. All it's saying is, Anthony Edwards, your time has arrived. It is your
Yep.
time to be the face of the NBA. That's all that's happening. If this is when you look at who's going to get the torch passed to him, the torches look like Anthony Edwards is going to just finna take it for grabs. He ain't even waiting for it. He finna just go take it. Anthony Edwards is the next man in line as a face, and that's where it's going. He's putting Denver on notice. Y'all ain't got nobody that can guard me. I don't care who y'all put out. Y'all got nobody that can guard me, and I'm gonna get 35 on whoever out here. You just want Ant be that aggressive throughout the series. You don't want no letdowns, no under 30s. You want him to be a dog the entire series and go get it, right?
Right.
Just like you did the first series, take care of business. Denver, they could be had, but as it shows, you need a killer. You need somebody that can go out there and they can put their foot on their neck and just go. And Anthony Edwards is looking like he wants to be that guy. He's ready to be the face of the NBA, and this is time to shine.
Okay. All right. Sound like Rod think Ant-Man don't finna win this series. Do what it sound like. But let's move into rapid fire. We got right at about 4 more minutes. Let's shoot through this right quick. And we're gonna end with Colorado again. Y'all good with that? All right. Check our rapid fire time. Chat, we need y'all participation. We thank y'all for participating already. We thank everything that you done said in the chat. And while you're over there, hit the like button if y'all don't mind. We appreciate you and subscribe to the channel. All right. Rapid fire. Let's start off with boxing. See how good with you with boxing, Coach Dre. Coach Dre. Coach Dre. Coach Dre. Dre. That little rap. All right, check out inboxes. All right. Who is the only 5-time heavyweight champion in the world? Muhammad Ali, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, or George Foreman? Who is the only 5-time heavyweight champion of the world?
Is it Evander Holyfield?
What's your answer, Rod? Need me to
5
read the
times.
question?
Yeah.
Who is the only 5-time heavyweight champion of the world? Muhammad Ali, Evander Holyfield, Riddick Bowe, or George Foreman?
You said if it's heavyweight, then is
Heavyweight,
George
5
Foreman
times.
and George Foreman and it's got to be George Foreman.
Evander Holyfield.
Evander Holyfield. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Real deal.
Who wrote? Want to go to you, Coach Ray. All right. Who holds the record, still in boxing? Who holds the record for the most wins in a light heavyweight title bout at total of 12? Floyd Mayweather, James Toney, Roy Jones Jr.
I'm gonna go with Roy Jones Jr. for some reason. I don't think it's Mayweather. I'm going with Roy.
We know Mayweather's undefeated, but how many times did he fight the light heavyweight?
Right.
That's the question, because Floyd's undefeated. We know he got 50 plus wins, but how many fights did he fight at the light heavyweight?
Yeah.
Roy Jones Jr. Who's the other person?
We got here's the question again. Who holds the record for the most wins in a light heavyweight title bout at a total of 12? Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones Jr., or James Toney?
I don't remember James Toney. That's the thing. I remember Roy Jones Jr. I remember Floyd. I'm gonna go Roy Jones because I don't remember the other guy.
Roy Jones Jr. He the only one that got 12 in that light heavyweight division. All right.
I just think every time I hear Roy Jones, I just think about his song. That's first
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. But boy, crazy. Check this out. In their prime, who would you rather bet on your money on? Oscar De La Hoya or Terrence Crawford winning a boxing match?
Bud Crawford.
Y'all go Bud Crawford. You think
Bud,
y'all ain't put no respect on Oscar De La Hoya?
give me
In their
Bud.
prime?
Give me Bud Crawford.
Okay. Question
He
you.
lost to Mayweather. He lost.
I know. All right, check this out. Starting with you, Coach Dre. If you was a boxer, what stance will you use against Floyd Mayweather? Orthodox or a southpaw?
It probably you try to be soft power. That unorthodox stuff, I don't think it worked for him. It ain't much that work with him, but I would just try to straight be southpaw. That orthodox stuff. The fighters I saw to do that, they didn't get too much, didn't get nowhere with him. So I would have to try to do it southpaw.
Rob, would you be southpaw or
No,
orthodox?
I can
Nope.
just add. I'm gonna be southpaw.
You gonna be southpaw. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, if you was a head coach of the whoever favorite NFL team you want, and you needed a defensive coordinator, which one will you choose? Rex Ryan or Dan Quinn?
Rex Ryan.
I'm Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan. All right. If you was a general manager, you getting ready to hire your offensive coordinator, but you want him to be the head coach too. You want Andy Reid or Sean McVay?
Andy Reid.
I don't want my head coach to be my offensive coordinator and GM. So, but if I had
No,
to pick one, they go with Andy
you the
Reid.
GM.
No, you the GM.
Yeah, and I want him to be the head. You say I just want an offensive coordinator?
And he could be your
He could be
head
your head
coach
coach
of
too.
offense player.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Long as he ain't the general manager. Yeah, Andy Reid.
You want Andy Reid? Okay, then let me switch it up. Who the best offensive coordinator, Andy Reid or Sean McVay in today's game?
Andy Reid. Andy
Andy
Reid.
Reid. Yeah.
You put Andy Reid. You put Andy Reid on the Rams, and you put Sean McVay on Kansas City. You still go Andy Reid?
Yeah, because there's the thing with
Yeah,
Andy Reid, you know the
he proven.
results. Yeah.
He proven. Yeah, he proven. He done did it. He done did it multiple ways. He did it with Alex Smith. Was he the coach with Alex Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That first year, yeah, he did it with Alex Smith. Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
DC Carter said Andy. L said Reid.
It's just
Terry
hard to
said
give
Reid.
to Sean
Andy Reid.
McVay right now. I know he got a championship, but it's
Yeah,
just
I just said he got a championship too now, and plus he's
yeah.
young.
But you've seen it too many proven times with Andy Reid with certain situations. So
Okay. All
I
right.
mean, he
I
done
know.
been. I mean, he went. Yeah, been too many NFC championships and won too many Super Bowls. Yeah, it's just hands down Andy. He more consistent.
Okay. 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 Check this out. College running backs who had a better career: Derrick Henry of Alabama, Marshall Faulk of San Diego State.
I like
Coach Ray.
that one. I like that one.
Coach Ray.
I'm going with the Florida boy, Derrick Henry, King Henry. I like Marshall and everything, but you can't do what King can do. King. I like King Henry.
Only reason I'm taking Marshall Faulk is just due to the fact of Henry did have
Hey,
way
hold on now,
more
y'all. Hey,
pro
listen now,
players.
y'all gotta remember
What Marshall
he
Faulk
played in
did
that.
at San Diego State, I'm riding with San Diego
You
State.
you got to,
Listen,
Coach
now y'all
Ray.
gotta understand. Hey, hold on. Y'all gotta understand now. Marshall played in that old BS. He played in that old BS conference now. King Henry did this in the SEC now. Come on now.
I
He played
know,
in the
but
SEC
still,
now.
but you got to look at
You
the
know what I'm saying? The
overall work
SEC
that
now.
that dude put in.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
we
at
talking about King Henry.
I'm looking at the
We went down
overall.
there.
I'm looking at the
Well,
overall
you got
impact.
DC Carson Reason there, Henry. I think Marshall Faulk. Well, that boy used to go to
I'm
work
looking at
out
the
there, boy.
overall totality of what Marshall Faulk did versus Henry. Henry, you just handed the ball out to him. Marshall did a little bit of catching here and there.
He did everything,
He
everything,
did
Coach Ray.
everything. So that's what I'm looking at it from a standpoint.
All right, let's stay right there at the college running back room. Darren Sproles, K-State, Christian McCaffrey, Stanford, LaDainian Thomas, TCU. Who had a better college career? Who?
LT.
Yeah, that's easy, man. That's easy.
LaDainian Thomas.
Yeah, that's easy. Now my
Don't take nothing away
second
from
one.
Smoke.
Hey, all right, let's take LaDainian Thomas out. Darren Sproles, or Christian McCaffrey?
I'm going Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, okay, then put some respect on this thing.
Yeah,
And you still don't
I
think?
mean, we're gonna go. Yeah, we'll go for that. We'll go for that. But I mean, I like what Sproles did at Kansas State though. He really
I
put it
do
on for
too.
the little back.
Yeah.
I like what he did at Kansas State.
I mean, I like it, but Christian McCaffrey was a dog out there. Stanford, man. All right, check this one out.
Indeed.
Okay, check this out. Let's stay with LaDainian Thomas or Reggie Bush,
Give me
USC.
Reggie Bush.
I mean, it's Reggie. It's Reggie. It's Reggie. I like LT, but it's Reggie. What he did at
Yep.
USC, you can't
You
deny it.
can't take it away from him, man.
You can't take it
Rod, you
away
don't
from him.
think so, Rod?
No, I said give me Reggie Bush from the get go.
Oh,
I
okay.
said it
Oh,
in my
okay.
head. It wasn't even
I
in
thought
the
you
back
were
of my
shaking your
mind.
head. I said, what? What? But let's look at in college quarterbacks. Dan Marino with Pitt, John Elway, Stanford.
You said repeat that one more time.
You say
Quarterbacks.
John Elway with Stanford or Dan Marino with Pitt? I'm gonna go with John Elway because he had a little swag with his play. He was a little more mobile than Dan. So I'm gonna go with Elway.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll with John Elway on that one too. When thinking back, looking at everything. Yeah.
Let's go back to boxing. Thomas Hitman Hearn, Sugar Ray Leonard.
You muted.
My bad, Sugar Man. The
Yeah.
Sugar Man.
The Sugar Man.
Sugar Man. That's
That's
it. The
great.
Sugar Man.
That
I
was
agree
easy
with
one.
that.
That was too easy for y'all on that. Okay, Hitman Hearn and Thomas
Yeah,
and Marvin Hagler.
that's a better. That's a
Yeah.
hard one though. It ain't
Well, that's my
no
hey.
answer with them. I like
People
both.
keep underestimating Marvin Hagler career, man. That dude used to put man shit.
And they used to really fight back then. They used to
Yeah,
stand out. They
exactly.
used to
Those was
stand
some
there.
real fights back
They used
then,
to
man.
stand there.
It wasn't no
Yeah.
run around the ring
yeah.
and turning my
No, none of that.
bag.
Right.
Yeah, they running now. Them ball dogs used to go in there, man. I was looking at some videos from this morning. Man, them dudes back there were punching, boy.
It's hard to watch boxing because there's so many of turning your back and holding
Yeah.
somebody and running
So who
around.
won that match yesterday between what his name?
I ain't even watch it.
I
Cornello.
ain't either. I don't know.
Canelo knocked him out.
He knocked him out. Man, that's sorry. I said, man, who put this fight on? Shit, man. All right,
I mean,
Colorado.
they go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead, Coach Ray. We got 6 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they not fight like you got to see Canelo fight somebody else. I want to see him fight the Charlos or somebody, but that fight that wasn't for him. But pound for pound, is Tank for me. Pound for pound, best fighter in the world is Tank.
Who you think was a better heavyweight champion in boxing? There ain't no certain name. Y'all there let me know.
I mean, when you talk about the greatest, you gotta talk about Ali because Ali gave away 3 years of his prime, and I think if he fights them 3 years, I don't think nobody ever beats him. And that's just being honest with you. I think if they don't take away boxing from him for 3 years and he continuously fights, I just don't think there's nobody beats him. And so you're gonna always get me to say that Muhammad Ali is greatest heavyweight. Never lace him up.
I'm going to Ali also.
That was the easy one there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's end this thing with Colorado, man. Getting back to Coach Prime and Colorado Buffaloes. Hey, which player who made the most noise during this spring practice this year? Running back, Michael Webster, Charlie Oak, Preston Hart, or LeJohntay Webster? Which one of those players made the most noise in the spring practice this year? All the way up to spring practice this year. Who made the most noise in this spring? Running back Michael
We're gonna
Welch,
go.
Charlie Oak, cornerback Preston Hart, or the wide receiver LeJohntay Webster.
The Florida boy came. The Florida boy came and did what he was supposed to do. He showed y'all he a top flight receiver. Anytime he was called out, he stood up to the challenge. Every time you saw him, he was catching the ball. He run great routes, and that's no disrespect because Michael's my guy. And I picked him from the jump to come in here and do something. But I'd have to go with LeJohntay right now. He really came in here and did what he was supposed to do.
I mean, it's just this the easy one. When you see Shador publicly edit his name on Twitter and told him come on up here to Boulder, it's just that simple, man. LeJohntay Webster.
LeJohntay Webster. So you don't think Michael made no noise? What you trying to say, Rob?
No,
Oh
actually,
yeah, oh yeah, he made
no.
the
We
noise.
definitely can't discredit that because that's one of the dudes I've been giving credit for all spring. Michael just had that. He just had that look on his face that I'm not here to play. I don't need to smile. I'm here to work. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say and run your mouth and this and that. Don't none of that mean nothing to me. I'm here to work. If you ain't here to punch the clock, cool. I'm finna show you why they went out and recruited me. I'm finna show you why I'm here. I'm gonna show you that I'm a difference maker, and that's what he went out and did this spring. But LeJohntay Weston just he showed you why Shador was recruiting him.
All right. What about there's something else I was gonna ask you. Oh yeah, what's this rumor about Shiloh being injured? Is it true? Somebody just out there trying to get some clickbait? What? That what they're trying to make a
I
big
can't.
deal about? Is he really hurt or isn't he?
I don't know. I can't verify, deny. I don't
I don't
know.
know either. So
So I'm not gonna speak on it. I hope it's not true. I think somebody came out and said that it was false. So I don't, but I can't confirm or deny. So we'll just wait and see once they report back on the 20. I think they got to report back on the 25th or right after Veterans Day or whatever.
No,
They say.
they got a report from Memorial Day. That's when they report back.
Okay, so yeah, right after Memorial Day. So we'll know something by then. But Coach Prime never talks about injuries, but I don't know. I can't verify or deny.
I'll just say this: until you hear something publicly comes from somebody page that's a Colorado official, I would just leave it to what it is. The people right now in the media are trying any and everything to put or to mention Colorado. For them to be quote unquote be the 13th best team in the Big 12, but everybody's running around talking about Colorado. You just got to make this make sense. You know,
yeah, I know, right?
you got to. I'm just being honest. You got to make it make sense. Everybody's saying how bad Colorado's going to be, but you run around talking about Colorado, but you're saying that they're going to be 13 best. If somebody is going to be a losing program, you're not talking about them. Who talks about losers?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
waiting to see.
I mean, every day.
So when it comes to injuries and news and this, that, and the third, until you hear something officially comes out from CU, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Unless you heard from somebody from Coach Prime's immediate family, which are Shiloh himself, you got to just take it with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, I mean, right now they focus on the season and getting prepared for the season. They're not focused on anything else. And so there's going to be people that's going to push a narrative. There are going to be people to try to change the narrative on Colorado because they're trying to stop the momentum, and they can't. So they're trying to pick at every little thing right now to stop the momentum of what Colorado got right now. So you just gotta let things play itself out, and you're gonna find out. One thing about it, if they keep constantly recruiting in one area, then they probably give you the answer.
Right.
Just being honest. But if you ain't seen them constantly recruiting in one area, then it probably ain't so. So that's the best way to explain the answer. Is he hurt? Is he not? Did he have surgery? If he's gonna be out this certain amount long, that means that they need to go recruit 2 or 3 more safeties in that spot if that's the case. So
I thought
we'll
the
see.
same way too. Yeah, I see if I ever see him recruiting safety or something, that means there's something behind that smoke.
Here's the thing that I always tell people, right? CU always tell you what's going to happen before it happens. It's just people are oblivious to what's about to happen because they're not listening. So when it happens, now it's like, oh man, it's major news. No, they already said this was going to happen. You just never paid attention to what they said. They've shown you by recruiting, hey, this is the plan. And so if you're oblivious and you're not looking at what the plan is, then this is what you're going to get.
I can go with you on that, Rob. So when we're looking at the Big 12 conference, what 3 teams you think Colorado going to be in a dog fight with in the Big 12 conference? Is there any 3 teams, or you think you just going to take it game by game? Well, I need at least 3 teams, Coach Ray. Don't give me that game by game. What 3 teams
Well,
in the Big 12?
when 3 teams in the Big 12, you got to talk about you got to talk about Central Florida. You got to talk about UCF. You got to talk about Kansas State, and you got to talk about Oklahoma State. Uh, those are the three. Those are the 3 teams I'm looking at. UCF is trying to get stronger by the day. It looks like they add a kid every day. I turn on the thing, they add somebody new. So they're trying to add and get better. Kansas State is a pillar in the Big 12, so I expect them to be decent. And then also Oklahoma State, I expect them to be good. So those will be the 3 for me.
Oh, okay.
I got K-State, Oklahoma State, and Utah. Those
Utah.
would be fair.
You got to explain that Utah to me. Convince me. I don't see.
I see.
You
Here's
got to
my thing.
remember. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Coach.
Understand they're the. You got to get them. What you do is you give people respect because they've been consistent. I don't think Willingham has had a losing season. He's always, and their defense is going to be good. Now, what their offense is going to be, I don't know. But their defense was, I think, top 5 or something like that last year. I know we didn't see a lot. We didn't see a lot of it against us because I think they had just shut it down. But their defense was top 5. So they're going to rely on their defense. They got great tight end play. And they believe in this guy, in this quarterback. Even though he's been there a long time, they really believe in him. So that's why you give Willingham his respect because I don't think he's had a losing season since he's been the coach at the University of Utah.
Now, here's what I was gonna say to this. When you go and you watch Utah, right? They standard is they standard. They gonna win 9 to 10 games. Just like Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is going to find a way to win 9, 10 games. For some odd reason, everybody just think that Utah ain't going to win nothing. Like, I don't know what this notion is. They ain't going to win nothing. They're just consistent. That's what they are. And so that's what they've proven to be. You're in, you're out. And you have to take that into account. You also have to take into account, when are you going to play Utah? You're not playing them at the beginning part of the season. You're playing them at the end of the season. What takes into account at the end of the season? You know they're going to run the ball. You know they're going to have a good run defense. How healthy are you going to be during that part of time of the season? That's generally how they beat most teams because they're not healthy. But a lot of people take into account of the Utah game from last year when they shut down their first and second team defense. Their third team was out there playing on defense last year. So when you go back and really boil down what's really going on and who's really playing, you're not truly seeing them at 100% health. You're seeing them about 60, 55%. And so you take that. I'm not saying Utah's a world beast. I'm not saying that they're just going to come out there and they're going to blow you out. What I am saying is they're going to play complimentary football and they're just going to wear you down for 4 quarters and see, are you going to let go of the ropes? And if you can't play that, they're going to beat you. That's just as simple how it is. So
They
we
just
see
didn't
them
show
playing
me
the
nothing
position.
last year, Rod.
Huh?
They didn't show me nothing last year. And
Yeah,
we
but
didn't have to do
see, you're grading them off of their second, third, and fourth string players playing,
it. I hear
not the
you.
first string.
I heard you.
So when you turn on that film this year, you're gonna see a whole lot of difference, right?
Okay.
Now it comes to the part of the season. What are we playing for? Because if you're trying to keep kids on your team so they don't hit the transfer portal, and you got kids that's banged up at the end of the season, what are you gonna do? You gotta make a business decision. I'm gonna play them younger kids so they don't hit the portal. So I don't have to recruit my team. I know they're gonna be here. So they got something to look forward to. Like, once again, I'm not saying Utah are world beaters, but you got to give credit where credit is due, and they are consistent. 9-10 win season. At
I
their
agree on that.
best, they will win 11, 12 games. But an average season for them is 9-10 wins.
Okay. Okay. I got to go with that. I can't knock you on that, but I know they got a good coach. I know Cam Rising coming back for his 7th year. Okay, check this out. UCF against Oklahoma State. Who you liking them, Coach Ray?
Right now, I got to see who's going to be UCF quarterback. I think it's going to be a battle right now because they brought in the kid from Miami. So that means that
Oh, they
KJ
brought in
going to have
another
to battle
quarterback?
for the job. Yeah, the guy from Miami can't. They
Uh-huh.
brought him in from University of Miami. So KJ ain't just going to get handed the job. So we got to see what they're going to look like. They added a couple of more pieces. So we got to see what they're going to look like. But that game going to tell me a lot. Oklahoma State against UCF, that's gonna tell me a lot.
Man, I didn't know they brought in another quarterback. So they ain't confidence in the quarterback they brought in? I know he turned it over a lot, but that bad boy can run that football.
Yeah, they brought in
Yeah, but that ain't,
a quarterback from Miami.
but Gus Malzahn, yeah, Gus wants somebody who can throw it as well as run it.
True.
And the kid that
Yeah.
he brought in from Miami can do both. The kid that he brought in from Miami can do both. I mean, I'm not saying KJ not gonna be the starter. I just know he gonna have to battle for it right now.
I didn't know that. I didn't. You told me. I got to do some research on that one. Appreciate the information though. What you think,
Yeah.
Rod?
What was the question? Give me one more time. Sorry.
Oklahoma State, CUF when they play each other.
Game's gonna be
UCF. I mean.
where they playing at Oklahoma City. I mean, Oklahoma.
I think they play in Florida. Don't they play
I
in
think they
Florida?
play in Florida, bro.
They
I
play in
think they play
Florida.
in
Okay.
Florida, bro. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
The game's gonna be interesting. For one thing, because I'm still waiting to see what Oklahoma State quarterback look like this year.
Does
We
it
know
matter with Ole going back there?
we yeah, you got a running back, but if they stop in the run, what is your quarterback play? Because they didn't have the best quarterback play last season. They didn't. They had a running back that he hit that hole, he gone, but they didn't have a quarterback play to back it up. So what will be the quarterback play, right? If they still got the same quarterback, because I haven't looked at Oklahoma State roster, what they did in the portal, anything like that. And that's just due to certain things. I'm not focused on those teams yet because I'm taking one game by one game. So I'm focused on the first team first. But if Oklahoma State, they still got the same quarterback from last year, if they haven't, grown, because I haven't went and watched their spring game.
Okay.
They're gonna win because of the running back, because they can run the ball, they can run clock. But if you gotta put the ball in your quarterback's hand, they're gonna more likely lose.
Yeah, more I
But with
agree.
that being said, I'm gonna take Oklahoma State just because I think they got a better running game than UCF, in a sense. But it's a toss up. It's definitely a toss up.
Yeah. Coach Drake, what about Kansas and Kansas State? They go head to head.
That's going. I mean, it's gonna be an interstate rival. You can throw the records out the window. I think Kansas got the better quarterback. Like I say, I got to see what their running game look like, and what their defense look like. But just on paper right now, I might take Kansas because they got the better quarterback.
What you
Kansas.
think, Rob?
Kansas.
Kansas?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a good one. Between Kansas and Kansas State. All right, guys. Hey, all time is up, and appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Once again, thank you for participating in the chat. What DC Carson say? Oh, back in return for the 7th year quarterback in second year. Oh, he coming back for his 7th year too? But like I said, man, I appreciate y'all for being here and rocking with me tonight. If you don't mind, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate each one of y'all for doing that. And once again, hey, we did it again. We had a good show, had a good attendance, and we appreciate y'all also over there on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Coach Dre, you want to start us off with the ending words? Then we'll go to Rod or whoever want to start it off. We'll close
Man,
it out.
like always, appreciate you guys for tuning in, rocking with us on this Sunday. Man, it never goes unnoticed, man. Thank y'all for always supporting. If we didn't get your comment or anything like that, make sure y'all leave a comment. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to both of the channels. If you're new to the channel, if you got any questions that you want answered for rapid fire, just shoot it to us, and we'll get it on the show for next Sunday.
True.
As always, man, I want y'all to be positive this week, be humble, and be kind. Always help somebody that's in need. And as always for me, if you send no ships out, no ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I am your man, Coach Dre. That is my brother Rob the Man. That is BWatts. Salute.
Y'all be good. Peace.